All right, you guys got some more craziness. Had the Chargers drafted J.C. Latham, the Giants looked like they were really going to draft Joe Alt at 6. Did the Titans kind of get lucky in getting J.C. Latham? It looks like the Giants wanted Joe Alt to fall to them. According to Pat McAfee, Jim Harbaugh was never going to go with a receiver. So let's listen to what Adam Schefter and I mean, just trust me, you guys are gonna really enjoy this. Adam Schefter and Pat McAfee are talking about it a little bit, and we're gonna react to it and go over it. But it's just funny because it's like damn, could there have been a spot where we were sitting there and none of them were available? That's crazy. But then again, at that point, would the Titans have taken Malik Neighbors? Like, this is crazy. But let's break this down.
Yeah, Shefty, it felt like Joe Alt and J.C. Latham kind of out of nowhere flew up the board. Most of the mocks going into it had the Chargers taking a Neighbors or a Dunze just because they lost Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Were those two always, at least in your circles, going much, much higher than a lot of people thought? Or was that something that kind of developed on draft day, that Joe Alt and everything, they were going to go in the top 7 or whatever?
I believe that the Giants wanted Joe Alt to slide to them. That's my belief.
You hear that? Adam Schefter saying it's my belief that, and he's connected like crazy, that the Giants wanted Joe Alt to fall to them, and it just seems like a player that they would want, right?
That was the hope that he was going to get to them, and I think some of this quarterback talk for the Giants might have been a little camouflage to try to get somebody like Minnesota to trade up, because if they traded up to the Chargers spot at 5 and gotten J.J. McCarthy, Joe Alt would have slid right to the Giants slot at number 6. And that would have been ideal for a team that last year allowed its quarterbacks to be sacked 85 times. And
you see that? So the Giants are trying to play Houdini and try to sneak their way into any way possible, even plant fake seeds out there about guys that they want, quarterbacks, when they were going to go Daniel Jones no matter what. They just wanted to protect their quarterbacks because they got hit 85 times, I guess, which is crazy. So they tried doing that smoke screen and clearly didn't work.
And in my mind, also, Jim Harbaugh was never going to go wide receiver at 1. That's just not what he's looking to do. He wants to hit you in the mouth, and there have been some talk that
he said Jim Harbaugh was never going to go receiver. He wants to hit you in the mouth. That's crazy to me because it's like they got rid of both receiver, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Like, they need receiver. That's why it was crazy to me. It's like, I mean, I guess they're going to run all day. I don't know, man.
They like J.C. Latham an awful lot. They like Joe Alt, who was considered the top tackle. I think when you spoke to people in this league, they all were convinced all along that the Chargers were going offensive tackle. Now, there were some people that thought it would be Latham. There were some people who thought they could move back from 5, and it would be Latham if they moved back. But they just stood right where they were. They took Joe Alt. Now, again, his natural position would be left tackle, Rashawn Slater, whose option they picked up. He's a left tackle, but you know what? You got 2 great tackles, and you make it work. Maybe you put Joe Alt here at right tackle. He could play there, and they're just going to say, this is how we're building our team. Strong, tough, physical. You heard Jim Harbaugh that day, the day of the draft, say, why aren't I?
So the Chargers aren't really worried about that. They just want to be tough and physical, not really worried about the receivers, whatever. Giants were 100% in on Joe Alt. They ended up with Malik Neighbors. Again, you can't really complain. It's a good pickup. It gives Daniel Jones a really fast, reliable receiver. And then it allows the Titans. Again, we didn't really need Malik Neighbors as bad as we all wanted him, just for the fact we do have Calvin Ridley. We do have D-Hop. We do have guys. Traylon Burks fully healthy, not going to be a starter, so he's not going to get hit as much. Hopefully stays healthier. We got guys, so it's like getting that left tackle that we needed. J.C. Latham being the strongest guy, fucking maybe walking on, earth. I mean, he could bench press buildings. It's crazy. That was what's right for business. The Tennessee Titans did what was right. The Giants tried, sneaking away with Joe Alt, didn't work. Chargers ended up at 5, sneaking away with the guy they think is the best for them. And no disrespect, you can't even hate the move. They had their choice. They picked that, and that's who they want. They got Joe Alt. Giants ended up getting Malik Neighbors, and the Titans get J.C. Latham. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below about all this. This is crazy. The Giants over there trying to do everything they can to go get Joe Alt. Titans, very luckily, because like we could have been in a situation where it was way different, bro. Way different. So luckily the draft ended up going the way it did, because again, I'm very happy with J.C. Latham. I would have been happy with Malik Neighbors or Joe Alt. But it looks like the Chargers, wanted who they wanted. Obviously, they go Joe Alt. They had their pick of the three guys that we're talking about mostly with the three teams. And then the Giants wanted Joe Alt. They did not get him. And obviously not too big on J.C. Latham. Otherwise, they wouldn't have passed on him. Titans get J.C. Latham. Everything happens for a reason. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that it all worked out in the best for the Tennessee Titans? Do you think the Titans got the right guy? Do you think the Giants, were really after Alt? Do you think that Adam Schefter's right about that? I mean, maybe they were. But I think that the Giants have so many needs, like the Titans, like the there's all these teams up there that have more than one need. So I think hopefully it works out right for everybody. Just kidding. I only hope it works out right for my team. But Joe Alt to the Chargers, Malik Neighbors to the Giants, and the Giants really wanted Joe Alt. And again, if the Chargers would have drafted Latham, which a lot of mock drafts said, Giants were going to draft Joe Alt at 6. That means Titans would have been sitting there with Malik Neighbors right in their hands. Would they have drafted him? That's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. Anyways, you guys comment below, like, do all that subscription stuff. I love y'all, man. Tighten up, Code Blue Cyclops swag. You can't spell Titans without putting that T-A in it. Let's go. Wow.